It is Christmas Eve. Ebenezer Scrooge is sitting in his office with his clerk, Bob Cratchit. Scrooge is a greedy, cruel, and stingy person who doesn't know what generosity is. Scrooge, as always, is counting his money while Bob is counting the minutes remaining to go home to his family. Suddenly, the front door opens and Fred comes inside.
Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Christmas? Bah! Christmas is only a lie. It is only an excuse to not work. Besides, what reason do you have to be happy? You are so poor.
Come on, Uncle. And what reason do you have to be sad? You're so rich.
Fred, leave me alone. Go celebrate Christmas in your own way. And let me celebrate my way.
Don't get angry, Uncle. Please come to our house tomorrow. My wife and I will be cooking a delicious dinner. You can be our special guest.
Thanks, but no.
Okay, but Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Sir, I have finished copying all the letters and filed the paperwork. I also brought in more firewood and swept out the ashes. And well, it's closing time, Mr. Scrooge. Fine, if your work is over, you can go now. Mr. Scrooge, tomorrow is Christmas, a day to spend with family. You'd like the day off, I suppose. Well, yes. After all, it's Christmas. Christmas? Bah! Fine. Take tomorrow off, but be here early the next day. Yes, sir. Merry Christmas to you. What a humbug.
Scrooge returns to his desk to finish his accounts. After a few hours, he closes his account books and proceeds to close the office. When he gets home, he sits on a chair beside the fire and eats his supper. Suddenly, he hears bells ringing and a strange and loud noise coming from the outside.
Who's making that noise? I must have fallen asleep.
But the strange noise continues and he sees a ghost coming through the bedroom door.
I think I'm dreaming.
No, this is not a dream. I'm here tonight to warn you. My name is Marley. I was a greedy man and I'm paying for my sins. You still have the opportunity to change, and if you don't, the same fate awaits you. Scrooge, 3 spirits will visit you. Listen well to them.
Who are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past. Get out of bed and come with me. The ghost takes Scrooge through time to a small town, which Scrooge remembers as the town he grew up in. The spirit escorts Scrooge on a journey into past Christmases. Invisible to those he watches, Scrooge revisits his childhood days, school days, and his engagement to Belle, a woman who leaves Scrooge because of his greed for money. Scrooge, deeply moved, shed tears of regret before the ghost returns him to his bed.
Thank goodness, it was a dream.
The clock strikes again.
No, Ebenezer. It wasn't a dream.
I suppose you're the ghost of Christmas present?
Yes, I am. I am the ghost of Christmas present. I have much to show you. Hold on to my robe. Hurry, we cannot be late.
The ghost of Christmas present takes Scrooge to the large, bustling Cratchit family. Scrooge watches the family prepare a small feast in his humble home. He sees Bob Cratchit's crippled son, Tiny Tim, a courageous boy whose kindness and humility warms Scrooge's heart. The ghost then zips Scrooge to his nephew Fred's home to witness the Christmas party. Scrooge finds the jovial gathering delightful and pleads with the spirit to stay until the very end of the festivities. But the ghost promptly returns him to his house.
Oh, I am in my own bed again.
As he sits up, another ghost floats into the room. He is dressed in black and a dark hood hides his face. The ghost says nothing and just gestures towards the door. Scrooge follows him to the street in front of his office. 3 men stand there talking and shaking their heads. Scrooge hears them discussing a dead man's riches. He realizes that they are discussing his death. He sees some vagabonds trading his personal belongings for cash, and a poor couple expressing relief at the death of their unforgiving creditor. He desperately implores the spirit to alter his faith, promising to renounce his insensitive, greedy ways and to honor Christmas with all his heart. Whoosh! He suddenly finds himself safely tucked in his bed.
Oh, thank God. I've been given another chance. I don't know what day is today or how long I've been with the ghost. I feel like a child, but I don't care. I want to be a child again.
He hears the church bells chiming and sees a boy in the street below.
Oh, wonderful boy. What day is today?
It's Christmas, sir. Christmas morning.
Good. I haven't missed it.
Scrooge pulls out a bag of money and tosses a handful of coins to the boy.
There's a big, juicy turkey in the butcher shop window at the end of the street. Buy it and deliver it to Bob Cratchit's house.
But sir, this is a lot of money.
Keep the change. Hurry up. The Cratchits are hungry and have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, sir, and Merry Christmas to you too. In the evening, Scrooge dresses up in his finest clothes and heads towards his nephew Fred's house. He is feeling happy and excited. He waves to everybody in the street. He reaches Fred's house. Fred is surprised to see him.
Uncle, I am so happy to see you. I am really glad that you changed your mind about Christmas dinner. Come and join us for dinner.
After dinner,
Thank you. I've never eaten a more delicious meal, but I have to go now. I have some other things to do and people to visit.
Scrooge now heads to Bob Cratchit's house. Mrs. Cratchit opens the door. Oh, Mr. Scrooge, what a surprise! I want to thank you for the wonderful turkey.
It was a pleasure for me. Mr. Scrooge, please come in. Cratchit, you've worked long hours without complaining for many years. I'm raising your salary and I will also help you support your family. Oh, thank you, Mr. Scrooge. You're so generous. Merry Christmas.
Scrooge did more than what he said he would do. He took care of Tiny Tim as a father would do. Some people laughed to see how he had changed, but he didn't care. Scrooge never saw the ghost again. But he had many friends and was always close to his family. Each time he had a meal with his friends and family, he would say,
God bless us.